Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing this beautiful, glowy, full coverage, a little bit extra but not too much glam for back to school. So last video I showed you guys how to do a more natural, simple, kind of 10-15 minute, really quick glam for back to school, which is kind of more on the natural side. And this is still kind of like more held back. This isn't like full glam, but this is still full coverage. It's still like blinding highlight, it's still winged liner, lashes, it's still a little something, it's not all the way to full beat glam, because we're not going to a red carpet or anything, but it's a really pretty, still natural, still kind of simple and easy glam that you can do for special events, or if you're just kind of like more of the glam type of girl and you love rocking your ring liner and your lashes for back to school and you want to do that type of makeup, then this is the video for you. And also if you want to learn, or if you want to just gonna see how this goes and what goes into creating this look, also this video is for you. And if you just want to be entertained, also this video is for you. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I'm not going to talk too much because I don't want to make my intros too long. So let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So I already did my brows and now I'm going to prime. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This is like my favorite high-end primer at the moment. I will admit I haven't tried like a bunch of high-end primers in my life, so this is based on my small selection of primers that I have, but I do really like this one because it actually like moisturizes, it feels cooling, it smells good, like it's just really nice. And I love me a good old moisturizing primer because I do have dry skin, so that helps out a lot. I already did my brows off camera, so what I'm gonna do while the primer settles into my skin is I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes. So first I'm just gonna take my powder brush that I used to bake with, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like dust some of like the excess powder all over my eyelid. I'm not gonna use eyeshadow primer because the look that we're gonna do is literally so simple that I honestly don't think it's required. Now if you have veiny eyelids and you want to put concealer over them, or you want to use eyeshadow primer, obviously that is totally up to you and you could do whatever it is that you please. But for me personally in this look, I'm just not gonna do primer, just kind of like dust that little brush of powder to mattify things and so that my eyelids aren't like oily. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of bronzer right here. This is the Rimmel. I was about to say Milani. I've been using Milani bronzer for like forever. This is the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer, and I'm just gonna take like a little eyeshadow brush like this, and I'm just gonna pack that in my crease. This is a hack that is very popular if you want to go for like a no makeup look or a really simple eye, just to pack on the same bronzer that you use to bronze your face on your crease, so that it not only just like matches and goes like and like kind of like ties your look all together, but that also you have some dimension in your crease if you don't want to do like a whole bunch of shadow. Now that my crease has a little bit of color in there, I'm going to go ahead in with winged liner. This is just going to give you more of a dramatic eye look, especially if you're not doing much shadow. Really, a very good winged liner is just, you can snatch and it really looks good if you don't want to do much on the eyes. So I'm going to be using the eyeliner. I can never say this is my very favorite felt tip eyeliner. The tip is so literally so fine. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Liner Noir, N-O-I-R. I never know how to pronounce that last word, and sometimes it's not as pigmented as I want it to be, so that I could like fill in like the little triangle. So I'll just like draw the triangle on with this, and I'll fill it in with my Maybelline Align Stiletto. This is also a really good eyeliner. It's very black, very pigmented, and it also has a pretty fine tip, not as fine as the L'Oreal one. That's why I just use this one mostly to just fill in the line, but it's still a really good eyeliner, so totally recommend the both of them. My wings not being even is like one of my like strongest makeup pet peeves. That's the real tea, like that's the struggle, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but always after you put a lash on, like it doesn't matter if they're a little bit uneven, it's always like harder to tell once you have a lash on. I can't even begin to tell you how much of a struggle that was and how long these wings took me for them not to be even. Like it really has been way too long that I haven't done wings winged liner, and I feel like I thought that I mastered the art of winged liner, which at one point in my life I did. I had it down, I had it mastered, even if they weren't like perfect. Hey, it was good, but like, y'all, look at my eyes. This one's like, and this one's like, this is why we have eyelashes in the world. This is why we have eyelashes. Anyway, moving on to foundation, girl. As you see, I have some scabs. I have a friggin' pimple coming in right here. I don't know why, because last night I even freaking applied my acne medication, but no. Even when I'm being a good girl and freaking putting on my acne medication, my skin still wants to like break out, and that's not okay. So I'm just using a NARS concealer, like pot concealer right now, to color correct those really dark areas. And now we're gonna put foundation over the top. For foundation, I'm gonna be going in full coverage today. Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I'm gonna be putting this on the areas where I color corrected, and honey, where I need that coverage, because girl, I'm also tapping very lightly with my beauty blender because I don't want the sponge to like take away the coverage, because I find like when I tap a little bit, like when I go in and tap a little bit harder, like doing this motion, yes, it does get the foundation in the skin, but I feel like when I do go in lighter, that just helps me keep a lot more coverage, because when I'm tapping like harder, it's like taking away excess product, and then also a little bit of the coverage that I still need. So I'm just lightly tapping in the areas where I want the most coverage. Now that I've done that in the areas where I want the most coverage, I'm gonna be going in all over the face with my favorite drugstore foundation. This one has taken the crown, okay? This is the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay. Girl, this foundation is full coverage. It's so good. I love it so much. Normally, all the foundations that I've tried from the drugstore have been Maybelline. And girl, I am not ashamed of it. I'm a Maybelline foundation girl from the drugstore, because girl, Maybelline like never fails me with the Fit Me. Girl, those are good. Like, they have coverage, but then they came out with this, and girl, if you're looking for full coverage from the drugstore on the low, go get this one, because it's amazing. Y'all are gonna see right now. I'm just gonna tap this on my face, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend out. And girl, do you see that? It's just so good. Now, even though this is a full coverage foundation, it does not feel heavy, and this is one of the things that I love, because as you guys know, I've mentioned to y'all, I don't like feeling like I have a cake on my face, even if my foundation does not look cakey. I like for my foundation not to look cakey, and I like for my foundation not to feel cakey. So this honestly does not feel heavy. The coverage is amazing. Like, where are my scabs now? Where? Just tell me where. Like, nowhere. Like, hello. Like, this is so good. This is why I love this foundation so much. I haven't used it in a little bit, which I don't know what I was doing to myself. Good girl. I'm just gonna take a little bit on this brush and go over the little eyebrow pimple, those little eyebrow pimples that I have. For concealer, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is also a really good concealer. It has a super duper creamy formula. Now, I haven't tried the NARS creamy concealer, I think that's what it's called, but the packaging really reminds me of that concealer, like the shape of the tube and stuff like that. The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, I think. I could be crazy, but I think it kind of like a little bottle maybe looks like this. I don't know. It probably doesn't. I'm just like comparing it to that. Just putting some concealer right under my eyes to brighten. That is on the shade Light, if you guys were wondering. And sorry that I'm like looking over here and not really showing you guys. It's just that my mirror is down here, but yeah. I really love a very bright under eye, especially in like a full coverage look. Like I just love having brightness underneath the eye. And now I'm gonna go ahead and set that with the Airspun translucent powder, girl. I'm gonna go ahead and pack that on. I'm gonna have a little baking moment. Ooh, girl. Just to kind of set that all in there to make sure it doesn't crease. I am tapping the powder into the skin, and then really quickly after I'm done with my second eye, I'm gonna go ahead and just dust the powder away. This is just kind of like a really like quick and fast version of baking. I just like pack the powder on my under eye, then I take my bigger brush and the little brush in which I pack the powder with, and I go like this, kind of like take the excess powder out of the brush, and then I take my big brush and start dusting it away within like seconds of putting it on. This just kind of helps me make sure that my under eyes are set and that they're not gonna go anywhere or crease or anything, but it also just like helps with the process of your makeup application and doing your makeup quicker, because it's like you're not sitting there for 5 minutes with powder underneath your eyes, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what I've liked to do and what I've been doing recently. So now adding color back into the face, again with the same Rimmel bronzer. I'm just gonna be taking a different brush that I usually use. I usually go in with my Morphe E4 brush. This one right here, an angled contour brush. But now I'm just gonna go in with this really big and thick Morphe fan brush. As you can see, it's like kind of like tinted brown. Even after I wash it, it just kind of like still has that tint in the middle, because I used to use this a lot for my contour. This is what I like to use this brush for, and to really just get like a nice bronze look, a nice contour look, but having it not look as harsh, because with the E4 it's a more smaller and kind of like more precise brush, whereas this fan brush is like really thick and it has like more bristles and stuff like that, and it just really helps give it more of like a naturally bronze, naturally, you know, tan look, because it blends it out so beautifully. So I really like this brush for that. I bronzed out my nose a little bit off camera, so what I like to do is take like this little pencil brush from Revlon and just go down and go like right here and stuff like that, but I already did that. So another trick that I like to do is take it also under my lip and just kind of like go like this under and around my bottom lip to kind of like add some shadow and make it look like my lip is bigger and like it's like going out more pouty, you know what I'm saying? So that's another little trick that you can do. Now another thing that I like to do is with my bronzer or my contour, when I do it, I like to go in and typically I'll take this brush and just kind of like carve it out, but today I want to try taking my sponge and carving it out, because I feel like with that, I see like a lot of like beauty people do that, and like it gives them like so much like a sharper like line and like an actual straight line. So I want to try that out today, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some loose powder on my sponge and carve out. Wow, you see, like that really just helps you with keeping that line straight and defined. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start doing this with my sponge from now on. I just have really felt kind of like iffy about putting powders on my damp sponge, because I feel like when I clean it, it's just kind of like weird and the powder like residue stays there. I don't know, that's just me. Like one time I tried and I put like powder on my sponge and I really like, I didn't like it, you know what I'm saying? So then I stopped doing it, but hopefully I'm able to get all the powder out and it's not like iffy or anything like that. So yeah, anyways, at this point now I'm gonna go ahead and just do blush. I'm gonna be using my Tarte Blush Bazaar palette. Let me see, what color do I want to take from this? I kind of want like a really cute yet natural blush. I'm gonna mix it. Which ones am I gonna mix? I'm gonna mix these two actually. I'm gonna mix this kind of like light orangey shade, which is called Fortunate, and then this kind of like more pinky shade, which is called Skillful. So I'm just gonna go 1 2 1 2, dust the excess of the brush, girl. And what I like to do is do one swipe so that it's strongest right here, and then I smile and pack it in the apple, and then go back. And with that, I just find that it gives me a pretty blush look, but it's not way too much where I have to take my powder brush and like dust some blush off, because it's like a lot and I ended up looking like a clown and you can't really go back from there. So this way I just pack the first and most intense right here. I swipe, drag it down, and then I focus on the apple going back. So yeah, that's how I've been doing my blush. That's how I do my blush. And usually I also really like just kind of like patting the excess blush on my nose. I don't know why. I just like kind of like getting rid of like the excess blush and just packing it on my nose. And I just feel like that also like kind of like ties the whole look together, because my nose was once out being a little bit blushed and flushed and cute, which is like a really little tweak, which you can't barely notice there, if at all. But I don't know, that's just one of the things that I've been doing. And then quickly just going in with my big powder brush and dusting everything out. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with my Urban Decay Chill Setting Spray really quick. Now that we've done that, I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Masterchrome highlighter. This is my little favorite gold highlight as of late. I love it. So I'm gonna go in with a Morphe Y14 brush. I'm just gonna go in and circle. Girls have the excess off. Turn to the side and put that glow on. Okay, excuse me, why can't I see anything? Hello? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you can see it on camera, girl. She's here. I also saw this hack. Jaclyn Hill has tried it. I don't know who else did a makeup video. Amanda Ensing I was watching today, and she dipped her sponge in her highlighter and then tapped it on her face. So this is just with the brush. It's kind of like light. It's not really that much, like, it's not that blinding, which usually it is, so I don't know what's wrong with it. Probably my face wasn't like as wet from the setting spray. So what I'm gonna do is try again with my beauty sponge, dab it into the highlight, and then I'm gonna dab it right on my face. I've never tried this before, so this could be a flop and ruin the whole look, but let's pray that it doesn't. Okay, let's see. What does this do? Whoa, okay, wait. Whoa, I actually really like that. I feel like it gives like an overall, because this is like a bigger surface. I didn't really do it with like the tip. So I'm gonna dip back in there, actually with like the very pointed part of my sponge, and try going over it. Oh my gosh, yes, I love this hack. Okay, girl, look at that. Look at that glow. Okay, the one thing I don't like about this hack, wow, it really just like makes it melt into your skin. Okay, the one thing I don't like about this hack is that you can't be really precise, and I like being really precise with my highlight. Like, I like it just be like right here, whereas this highlight is kind of like all over. So I don't really like that about this hack, but I'm gonna keep on doing it. So I'm gonna do it right here on the other side. Maybe it's just like a thing that you just have to perfect to get it more like where you want it, especially since this is like my first time trying this out. Oh girl, you could you can notice that difference. Oh my gosh, I actually really like this. Okay, let me not get too crazy with the highlight, because sometimes I be like that. Yeah, and this just really gives you that look of like glowing from within, and not like you kind of just like put like a strip of highlight on your face, which I see the effect, and I really like it. I actually do really like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna just take a little detail brush. This is a really small lip brush, and I just take highlight here, and with this little brush I put it on my inner corners, my nose bridge, and sometimes my cupid's bow. And now for my brow bone highlight. I've mentioned this, I think it was my last video, that I like to use a bigger brush for my brow bone highlight, because I feel like it just really gives that effect of like, again, like how we did with the sponge, of like a glow from within and like a more like subtle glow, as opposed to going in with that little brush and just go right in beneath there, because that just makes it look like you have a line of highlight right under your brow, which, you know, the look is nice, and I've rocked that look for a while, but I just really like the all over glow that this gives to the brow bone, and I just feel like it looks really like more natural and like glow from within, and like really good. So that's just the look that I'm going for, just kind of like more natural and toned down, even though this is a full coverage, full glam back to school look. And now I'm gonna be taking my very favorite makeup setting spray. This is the Morphe. I'm just gonna set my face right now, then I'm gonna put lashes on top off camera because girl, that's a whole nother thing, and I'm gonna come back and do the label. So let's just set this face, honey. Oh my gosh, I just ran out. Shut up. I ran out on camera. Ah! You guys know that this is like my very favorite makeup setting spray, and I literally just ran out on camera. Oh my gosh, what are the freaking chances? And I didn't use this that much because this is my ish. This is my favorite. Oh my gosh. Now I'm gonna have to go to Ulta and see if they have Morphe in there and snatch like 15 of these because this is so good. Wait. Oh my god, it's just like a little spritz. Wait, why am I wasting it? Hello? There's no more. It's literally just like squirting random. It's just like random squirts. Oh my gosh. Yep. She's gone. Well, I'm glad I got this in my face. Because girl, this setting spray above all setting sprays makes it look light skin better than any other in the market. I'm telling you, this is my favorite setting spray of all time. Alright, Pizza Hut, it even has the old Morphe logo. I've seen already like many videos where beauty gurus have like the newer one and has like the new rebranded Morphe logo. So rest in peace, Sally. I don't know why I named her Sally. Rest in peace, Sally. We all love you. We all love an original Morphe queen. But now it's time to come into the new and to embrace the rebrand and the upgrades that Morphe the brand is going through. Amen. Tell me lashes don't make such a difference. Like, lashes just like pull the look together. Like, you see, I had 2 uneven wings before, and now I still have 2 uneven wings, but it doesn't look that bad. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do waterline eyeliner. I'm just gonna take this nude one from Rimmel. It's called the Rimmel Scandalized, and I'm gonna be putting this in my waterline. I really like the effect that nude eyeliner gives because it opens up your eye. You see that? Like, with, without. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara. I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise on my lower lash line. I don't do mascara on my upper lash line when I'm wearing lashes or ever, because I just feel like when you take it off, it's too messy. Like, it just stays there. It, like, even the next morning, like, you can't fully take mascara off in one night. And that's why I stopped wearing mascara, and I'm just like, okay, well, mascara doesn't even make my eyelashes look how I want them to look, because my eyelashes are just small in general. They're like not as long as I would want them to be. So mascara just doesn't really do it for me in the first place. So why even wear mascara if it's like so messy? And I hate it because you can't get rid of it in like the same night unless you try like really hard. But there's still like always that leftover mascara. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so freaking annoying. So that's why I stopped wearing mascara. There you go, story time. Really quick, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. I'm gonna be using my Dolce K lip liner. Same lip liner I used in my last back to school video. Now that I lined my lips, I'm gonna go in and fill that in with my favorite new lipsticks. My favorite nude lipstick. You guys already know it's this one by Revlon called Bare Affair in the shade 044, aka 44. This is like one of the prettiest lip combos. Like, I love me a really pretty like cool tone pink, which is what the lip liner is, and then a nice like pale pink in the middle. I just, wow, like, it looks so good. I also rounded up my Cupid's bow and then did a little bit under my lip. It's still my lip shape, but I just went a little bit under so my lips look a little bit bigger and plumper. And girl, like, they look so good. I think I'm gonna go back in before I'm actually finished. Let me like freaking put the lid on this. I'm gonna go back in with that little pencil brush and a little bit of my bronzer. And I'm gonna go right under because I did draw my lip line a little bit under where the bronzer was. So I'm gonna go back in and create that shadow again. I'm kind of debating whether adding a gloss on top of this lip because it's already like so beautiful. I feel like a gloss will really take it there. I'm gonna add a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit of gloss because this lipstick is really moisturizing. So I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Gloss Bomb and add the tiniest bit at the very center of my lips. Oh yeah, that definitely gave it the little pop that I was looking for, because you really have to be careful with the Fenty Gloss Bomb because first of all, this applicator takes out a lot of products. So before, I kind of like took the excess out on the little tube and then I lightly patted it in the center and then I blended it all throughout my lips. Because girl, if you go full in with this, like your lips are gonna look wet and they're gonna be drenched in gloss, which to me personally, I don't have very big lips, so it's a lot of gloss for my lips. And honestly, this little like just pop is exactly what I was looking for, and I feel like it even blends the lipstick and the lip liner together like so much better. Okay, I need to stop looking at myself in the mirror and I need to finish this video. So let's do one last spritz of Urban Decay Chill because our Morphe girl is gone, RIP. Now I am ready to end this video. Alright you guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed this look. Girl, like I really like it. It's simple, it's easy, yet it's full coverage, full glam, and a little bit more extra than our basic, you know, 5-minute, 10-minute, 15-minute look that we did last video for back to school. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini series on my channel, and if you like this video, don't forget to give a huge thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like these. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe, share this video to someone who might need it, to someone that wants to do a little bit more for back to school this year. I don't know what I'm saying now. Anyways, if you want to watch my last video, click right here. If you want to watch something else, click right here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, click my face right over here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I love this glam.